Hello, everyone, and welcome to my May 2021 Digital Dungeon Master monthly video. So what's going on with me? What's going on with the Digital Dungeon Master? Lots, let me tell you. So first off, I want to thank everybody for all of your feedback. I mean, I have literally gotten probably around 1,000 comments, emails, messages, etc. Going all the way back to last month where I put out my Should I Stay or Should I Go video, the follow-up to that video, and all of the videos that I've put out since. And I really appreciate everybody's feedback. You know, that it's really helped me a lot gauge on what I need to do to kind of move forward with Digital Dungeon Master. When you are in the public eye and you do YouTube, streaming, whatever, life is like a roller coaster, just like it is in normal life. I mean, you got your ups and downs, and I was at a crossroads and I just did not know what I wanted to do. But thankfully, I have an amazing community, and I've decided to go ahead and I'm going to give this, another go around, I guess you could say. I've got a couple of phases that I've been going through, which is phase one was getting my equipment all sorted, figured out. And I mean, that was an absolute train wreck for me because basically I just plugged and played. I didn't read about lighting. I didn't read about any kind of audio. I never read about video. And 8 years after streaming, you figured I would have known what was going on with audio and video, but apparently I didn't. And so I had a lot of, especially the last couple of months, audio and video have been really bad for me. So I've invested a lot of time and actually quite a few bucks as well to upgrade all of that. And finally, after investing a ton of time into reading about lighting, about cameras, now I have all of my video sorted out for the most part. And the audio, that's what really killed me because I just didn't know anything about audio. I basically just bought a Blue Yeti and plugged it in, never messed with it. So now after reading, investing a bunch of time, audio sounds great now. There's no more clipping. I basically started at the bottom up inside of Windows, and I had several programs that were on whenever I would start up my computer, and I was over modulating. So that's why my mic was cutting out. It was sounded gruffy. It just wasn't clear. Over modulation also brought in a lot of background noise from all the way from a TV on the other side of the house to the fan blowing on top of me to my AC vent that's right up top left of me. Now, with filters, with noise suppression, with noise gates, I actually got everything figured out to where you should not hear any more background noise like fans, TVs, air conditions, etc. So that was a huge process, and I'm glad I invested the time finally, after 8 years of doing all of this, to figure out what I was doing. I've also done the same thing, done a lot of tests with my friends that were in channels to where I've eliminated their noise as well through my soundboard and through my streaming software. So all of our voices are now level, equal modulation. Nobody's louder than the other. Nobody's cutting anyone out. And thank you so much for all of the messages that I got for finding out how to adjust audio levels and everything. I really appreciate everybody's feedback on that. So especially the last couple of videos where everybody has been complimenting on the sound quality and the video quality. There's just so much that's going on. And if you're getting into this, I would really highly suggest investing a couple of hours in reading about audio levels and video quality, lighting, upload speed, etc., because that all has something to do with the quality of your sound and audio. So, but yeah, thank you. So first phase of trying to rebuild and revitalize Digital Dungeon Master is now done. And I'm moving on to phase two, which are a couple of things with phase two. First off, I'm looking for someone to create me a new logo. And you don't have to be a well-known artist. You don't have, I mean, if you just have any kind of Photoshop skills, I want to see what the community comes up with some logos, digital Dungeon Master logos. It can, it doesn't even have to be fancy. It could be something simple. And I'd like to see what you, the community, come up with. And I'd like to kind of rebrand everything, put new logos up, change all of the graphics for Facebook, change the graphics for, Digital Dungeon Master website, Facebook, Twitter, Tweeter, Instagram, everything. So, and I think whoever I choose, uh, a new logo from, whoever wins this, I guess you could call it a contest, I'll probably send you some miniatures. Maybe I'll send you a couple D&D books or something. So that will kind of motivate the community to make some logos for me, and I want to see what everybody has. So show me your Photoshop skills, show me your artistical talent. That's and that's part of phase 2. Phase 2 is also going to be building new overlays to present my streams, etc. I'm going to be adding in some animation and all that good stuff, and I'm really looking forward to doing that. And I've actually been spending a lot of time investing into reading about layering within my streaming software and adding all kinds of different effects and cool things, like maybe a stream countdown timer and stuff like that. So, but yeah, phase 2, looking to kind of get a new logo out there. If you've got any kind of like artistical talent, if you want to send me an email, I don't care if they're just simple sketches. Anything that I could actually find someone that could actually put this to a digital image, that would be cool. And like I said, whoever I choose, I guess it would be considered sort of like a contest. I don't know. I'll send you some miniatures. I'll send you some books. I'll take care of you for investing your time for helping me, and I would really appreciate that. So what else is going on? I've got I'm doing phase 2. Phase 3 is going to actually be implementing everything and starting more streams, having a weekly schedule, and just getting out there more in the evenings. And that's what I want to do. And I want to start doing some stuff on the weekends as well. Also, after I finish phase 2, all graphic stuff, I'm going to move to phase 3, hopefully by the end of the month. And I also want to start making a bunch of changes to my website. And like I said, all these changes, they're needed because I have not done anything for years for graphics, overlays, anything. I mean, I'm just so far behind the 8 ball, and I need to make a lot of changes. And like I said, I appreciate everybody chiming in, sending me messages, the comments. Some of them have been brutal, but they're honest, and I can handle it. So, I thank everybody for that. I really do. So, as phase 3 wraps up, then I'm going to start doing more games, and I'm going to be doing short games. I've already announced this, especially in my, I did several test streams for the audio and visual quality and stuff. That went really good, by the way. Thank you everybody for hanging out and chatting during those streams. But I'm going to run some games. I would like to run 2 small games a week at about an hour to an hour and a half a session. I'm going to be running some Pathfinder 2. We're going to do the beginner box set. We're going to do standalone adventures. I'm not doing any more 6-book APs. I may do an exception and run a 3-book AP for Starfinder because I'm really liking Against the Ion Throne, which is the second adventure path that Starfinder came out with several years ago. I really like that story, so I may run that for Starfinder, but I'm also going to be running the Starfinder beginner box set. I'm going to be running the new standalone adventures that are going to be coming out starting in August of 2021. I'm going to be running some D&D 5e. I'm going to be running some Limitless Adventure stuff, Kobold Press, Adventure a Week, Legendary Games. They've all got a lot of great short adventures for D&D 5e, and I think it's going to be good to run those. And finally, I want to start running some Savage Worlds. I've been itching to run my Savage Worlds Season 3 Zombie Apocalypse game. I'm going to have a whole new cast for that game, picking up where Season 2 ended years ago. So I've got a lot of plans I'm going to be running 4 different rule sets: Pathfinder 2, Starfinder, D&D 5e, and Savage World. So those are going to be those are going to be the games that I'm going to be running going forward for the foreseeable future. So I've had the same players for God knows 8 years that I've been running. And, here's a call out to new players. I am looking for new players. This is the official announcement that I'm looking for new players. But in the past, I haven't been strenuous on who I'm inviting into my games. So I'm going to have some requirements, and I think this is definitely going to be needed because I want to put together a great game. And all my players, I thank all of my players for the past 8 years. Will plays Omi. I've got 010, Chief, Doug. Everybody throughout the years has been amazing playing in my games, but I want to make a change up, and I want to start getting some new players. So if you are interested in possibly playing in one of my games, the first thing I ask is I want you to want to play the rule set that I'm playing. I know D&D 5e is the 800-pound elephant in the room, and everybody wants to play 5e, and people have been disappointed in the past when I've played other games that weren't D&D 5e, and I felt that those players weren't into the game that I was playing, especially Starfinder and Savage Worlds. So whenever you contact me, which if you are interested in playing in any of my games, I want you to go to my digitaldungeonmaster.com website, click on the contact me list, or the contact link, and I want you to send me an email. And this is what I want you to tell me in the email, because I'm going to have some requirements for my games now. So number one, first and foremost, you have to have a personality. I don't want someone that just sits there, stares at the camera, and says, I attack with my sword. I don't want that. I want bright, bubbly, friendly, awesome people in my games. And I've had that in the past, but I want to expand more on the role-playing aspect of it. And this leads into the next part of my requirements. You must have a great internet connection, and you have to have a very clear, high HD webcam like what I have. And I know that may eliminate a lot of people, may eliminate some people, but that is a requirement that I have now. I don't want players disconnecting and connecting and disconnecting and connecting throughout the entire game, because it goofs up the overlay. So when you leave Discord, which I use Discord for my games, it rearranges the overlay, and I don't want that happening. So you have to have a very stable internet connection, a great upload speed, lighting, whatever it takes, but I want clear HD cameras, and I want a very nice sounding mic. Some headsets sound pretty good, but I would prefer a studio mic like this. And that's what I want, because I want all of the audio levels to be nice and clear, and I want I want the visual aspect of it clear as well. I don't want, 2 cams that look really good, and then I got 2 cams that are super blurry and we can't see who you are. So those are some requirements that I have. I don't want any rules lawyers. Everybody knows that already. I like to make a lot of calls on the fly, and I try to make these as just as I can. I'm not out to kill players. It's not David versus the party. It's never been like that. But I'm going to start backing off on the amount of information, which is part of the feedback of what I've gotten from my viewers during this last month. And a lot of people have commented that I'm a little bit too generous with information. So I think I'm going to back off on that a little bit as well. So I want you to also know the rule sets that I'm playing. So like I said, I'm playing Pathfinder 2, I'm playing Starfinder, I'm playing D&D 5e, and I'm playing Savage Worlds. So whenever you contact me, I want you to tell me what rule sets you will want to play, because I'm going to keep a list of everyone that contacts me. And if if I'm going to have an interview process, and if you get through the interview process, and if I think you're going to be a good fit for my games, then I'm going to add you to a list. And if I add you to a list whenever I go to that game, then you'll have priority on playing in that game. Because I don't want 5e players getting their hopes up and just saying, oh, Dave, I want to play. And then when it comes time to playing, oh, so it's Savage Worlds, or oh, it's Starfinder. I'm not into sci-fi, but I guess I'll play anyway. No, I don't want that. I don't want that anymore. I want players to want to play in those specific games. So, and in fact, I'm actually going to be putting a PDF together to download from the website at all, and that will be available at the end of the month, whenever I finish updating, reworking, revamping the entire website. I know it sounds technical. I know that's probably going to turn some people off, but this is the way it's going to be now. And, you know, this is feedback from, I'm taking all of this feedback from you. So this is why I'm doing it. You know, I just want to make some changes, and I think these are changes that will make the overall experience for all of you watching games and investing your time into watching my games. I think that's going to be a win-win for both you watching the game and me running the game, because I want engaging players that are going to give me their undivided attention for an hour to an hour and a half, not playing World of Warcraft on, you know, when, oh, wait a minute, Dave, I'm in a raid. I've heard that before. Or I can see people browsing all over the place on websites and everything. So I want people that are going to want to play. I want people that want to be engaged, because I'm going to kick my game up as well. And I'm going to give you everything I got for that hour to an hour and a half. And I will probably be exhausted after that time too. And lastly, I also am looking for people that want to cosplay a little bit online as well. I'm going to be doing it also. So especially with my first game coming up, we are going to be playing it's going to be an all-female game. They're all going to be cosplaying. I'm looking forward to it. I'm going to be doing that as well. And I'm looking forward to doing that and being goofy. So we're going to have a great time. So if you're looking to play, contact me on my digitaldungeonmaster.com website. Tell me what games. I've already told you, I'm not going to repeat it anymore, but you got to have a good connection, a great sounding mic, and some great looking video. So that's about it, what I've got going on for the month of May here in 2021. So thank you, everybody, for your comments. Like I've already thanked you a couple times. It has really opened up my eyes, and it has really motivated me to get back to doing some digital Dungeon Master stuff, because let's face it, it's been on autopilot for years now. And I want to invest a little bit more time into this, and I want to have some fun. I mean, I've always had fun doing this. But at one point, it did kind of become a job for me. And I think that's what kind of pushed me away from it, and I kind of put it on autopilot. So, but thank you, everybody. I appreciate it for opening up my eyes. So thank you so much. If you enjoyed watching this video, please do me a huge favor and like the video. Leave a comment, because I will reply to your comment. And also, if you're a new user to the channel, a new viewer, please hit that subscribe button if you like what you see, and click that notification bell so you can get notifications on when I A, release videos, and when I B, go live, because now I'm streaming on Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook. So you'll get notifications, and follow me on Twitter, Facebook, and all that other good stuff. So everybody, thank you so much again. I love you guys, and I will see you next time. Happy gaming, and stay safe. Bye for now.